Hi, we're just going to do a quick reformer video. So we'll start with some warm-up and footwork. I've got 2 reds and a blue. You can add or take away, whatever you would like. Let's grab it, squish it all. Lying down, pop the ball in between your knees. We're just going to have our hips under our knees, heels on the foot bar, hip width distance apart, hands placing down on the carriage. You're going to start with just a little pelvic curl and then sinking all the way down. I'm just going to drop my headrest down and then lifting all the way up and curling all the way down. So you're trying to pick the bones up one by one by one. All the way up, all the way down. Let's go 3 more. And 2. And last one, you're going to hold it up there and then just squeeze the ball together. Little squeezes. That's it. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover the bottom halfway down and then press it back up. So halfway down and pressing up. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it up. We're going to press halfway out, roll down, scoot it in. Lift it up, halfway out, roll down, scoot it in. Lift it up, halfway out, roll down, scoot it in. We'll go 2 more. Up, out, roll, down, last one, up, out, roll, and down. So you can drop your knees, just take the ball out of your, from between your knees and just drop them side to side, just for a little windscreen wiper. So you're just getting a little bit of mobility and release through those hips. We'll take it up for a spine twist, so you can pop the ball back in between your knees. Hold on to the little pegs or the shoulder rests. Legs are in tabletop roughly. And you're just going to inhale, drop it over to one side, keep your shoulders pressing down, and then exhale to return to center. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, keeping those shoulders down. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. We'll go 1 more each side. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. So heels can come down on the foot bar. Find your spot again. Get nice and comfy. And we'll start with some footwork. So we've got heels parallel. We're just going to press all the way out and all the way in. You can pop your headrest back up. Now, if that's more comfortable for you. So just pressing out and in, out and in. If you want to, you can add some hand weights. I did pop them there, but I'm not feeling my leg right now. If you wanted to add hand weights, the better movements to kind of match with the reformers is lifting up and then coming down. So you can press up and come down. So it's just like a chest press, except you're tucking your elbows down past your body. So see how that feels? Otherwise, hands just by your side. And we'll go for 3, to roughly about 10 or so. You can do more, you can do less. Just do you. Last one, we're going to come halfway in and we're going to do little pulses. So it's halfway in, halfway out. That's it. And we'll go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to squeeze the ball, little squeezes, but you're just keeping some tension on these legs. So you're not fully closed. You're halfway out and you're squeezing those knees together, pulsing the ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're just going to hold it, which is the hardest part sometimes. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way in. Let's press all the way out once just to get some of that movement. All the way in. Keep the ball in between your knees, but you can change it around if you need to. Toes come onto the foot bar. Heels are slightly lifted, but not crazy high. just like slightly, not pressing under, somewhere in the middle. And we're just going to press all the way out, all the way in. Sometimes on the toes, you need to readjust through the ball, through the in between the knees, and the ball sometimes moves around a little bit. See how you feel. And we'll go 4, let's do 5, oh no, let's do 5 now. 4, 3, if you wanted to add arms, you could add a chest fly. So we'll add a couple more ones just to chuck that in. Let's go 3, 2, last one, halfway in, and then little pulses up and in. Oh, I got a toe cramp. Halfway in, halfway out. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it in. Little squeezes on the ball. Let's do this. I can make it a song. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and little pressing up and down. So halfway, oh no, we already did that. Hold it. Don't listen to me. It's late. My brain stopped working. The kids are finally asleep. And coming all the way in. Oh, take that ball out. Let your knees fall out so they're slightly pointing sort of over your second toe or that direction. Heels come together. Again, not crazy up, not all the way down, which mine won't drop anyway, somewhere in the middle. And we're just going to press all the way out, all the way in. All the way out, all the way in. So again, with footwork, it's mostly roughly 10 to 12. This one you could add a tricep press if you wanted to. So if you had some weights, you can do a tricep press. Pretty much they're the only arms that work. Chest press, fly, and a tricep press. So if you go between them, that's probably your best bet to get a little bit of arms, a little extra cardio. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, last one, halfway in, little pulses here. And you'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way in. Let's pop our heels nice and wide. Toes, knees are still tracking over that second toe. You're going to press all the way out, all the way in. All the way out, all the way in. Again, you're aiming for that nice sort of smooth, even feel of the reformer. You want to work on the way in. Make sure you're working on the way in. You're resisting the springs pulling you in. So you don't just want to push out and have it snap you back in. You want to work on the way in. You can add your arms if you want to keep adding your arms. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, halfway in, little pulses here. So normal pulses to start with. We're going to go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then all you're going to do is turn those toes towards each other. Knees get glued. You've got $100 in between your knees. Little pulses here. You don't want to lose that $100. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go wide toes, so wriggling down. So you still knees externally rotated. Pressing out, coming in. Heels are not crazy high, they're not low either. And we're going to press out and in. Let's go for 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Halfway in, and we're just doing 10 normal pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes are going to go in the middle of the football. Press all the way out, let the heels come under, lift them up. So you want to think about your heels and your feet lifting directly up. They're not going out to the side, they're going straight up. and straight down. Straight up and straight down. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and then prancing, so one goes down, one goes up. You're trying to articulate as much as you can through those feet as well. These are really important to get all those ankle muscles nice and strong. Footwork's great for ankles and knees and hips and legs, everything really. But your biggest fall risk is ankles. So ankles are great. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. All the way in. You can just drop your knees again side to side just to get a little release through those hips. We'll do a couple of single legs. Now, you can keep it on the same spring, depending on how heavy you went and depending on how it feels. I would prefer a 2 reds and a blue, or a 2 reds, or even a red and a blue for a single leg, rather than anything heavier. But if you are able to, you can try. You just need to control the way in. It's not necessarily the push out, it's also controlling in and having good form. So I'm dropping down to 2 reds. We're going to go on the toes. What are we going to do? No, let's go on the heels actually to start with. So we'll just start with some bent leg in tabletop. Right heel is on the foot bar. You're just going to press out and in. So single heels is going to feel a little bit nicer than single toes. And then we're just going to reach over. And if you want to, you can tuck it under. Oh, I ran into the wall. And we'll go over. I might kick it over. And you can zip under. Getting used to my new space. You don't want to put a hole in the wall. Let's go for 5. So you can keep going over and under if you want to. And 4. And 3. And 2. And then last one, hold it out there. We're going to lift that leg up. You're going to draw some circles. So you're going around. Think Swiss ball size. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll go the other way. And we'll go for 5, 4. Don't want to dip you. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come all the way in. You're just going to go down to your toes. You're going to cross your other foot, so it's kind of just hitting the front of your ankle. And then this time, so we're on a sort of a V actually, so like a half V, crossing it, and then you're going to lift it up, point the toe out to the side, come back in and touch. And then lift, and come back in. And lift, and come back in. And we'll just go for 5. So it's kind of like you're pulling your feet apart. And they're touching. And then they go apart. And touch. But it's not directly straight up, toes out to the side, like almost 45. And we'll go for 2. And last 1. All the way in. Let's go switch to the other side. Left heel. Right leg. Add and in. So once you want to, you can add that leg over and under. Over and under, over and under. Again, I'm not breaking my wall. So let's go for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, 2, and last one. Hold it out there. Extend that leg, draw some circles. Oh, my legs are tight today. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going the other direction. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way in. Wriggle those down so you got your half little V slightly turned out to the side. Other toe slightly. So it's almost like they do make a V position, but you've got this foot on top and the bottom foot on the foot bar. And then you're just pressing out, extend, and then come back in. And then extend and come back in. A little bit trickier on your toes and your heels, just to have a little bit of a challenge. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Coming all the way in. First off, give your knees a little hug. You can wriggle your feet. Oh, hopefully they're not. Draw little circles. Hopefully they're feeling okay. So we're going to do arms and straps. You can stay on 2 reds if you're on that. You can drop to a red and a blue, 1.5. You can drop to 1 red. It depends on how your shoulders are feeling. It's the lighter we go, the abdominals have to work a little bit more, and the heavier we are, your abdominals are still working, but your shoulder really needs to be able to handle the strength. So see how you go. We're going to go arms and hands in the little straps, hands above shoulders, legs into tabletop, and we're just going to press out and then resist back up. So again, you're controlling it. Down, control it back up. Let's do about 6. So these are great. These are abdominal exercises. You are working your arms, but you are working a lot of abdominal stability. Let's go for 2. And then last one, hold it up there. We're going to send those legs away. So you can do 1 at a time. You can do both at a time. Oh, it's a lot stronger both at a time. I'm going to stick with 1. So we'll go 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're going to put it together. So you're going to press out and come in. So a little head lift, chest lift, up and in. Let's go for 5, and 4, and 3, 2, last one, hold it. Out here, we're going to do 100s, but we're not doing 100. And we're going to go, keep going. Feel free. I'm going to count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. It's really hard to talk and do it at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. You can always go tabletop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. All the way down. Oh, I hope you guys did better than me. That was tricky. You can drop your hips side to side. We'll do 1 more exercise with our arms because that was quite strong. Actually, 2. Let's do 2. So let's do some triceps. So we're going to press it down and then just bend and press. Bend and press. You can plant your elbows onto the carriage if you want to, or you can hover them. But you want to keep your upper arms in the same position as you bend and press. Go for 4, and we'll just change it into coordination, and then move on to legs and straps. 2 more. Last one. Okie dokes. Coming into our position. So we're in our tabletop with our tricep position. You're going to lift up and press everything out. So everything goes out, head lifts. Open the legs, close the legs, knees in, head down, arms come in. So you go out, open, close, knees, arms and head. Everything out, open, close, knees, and down. Everything out, open, close, knees, and down. 2 more. Everything out, open, close, knees, down. Last one. Everything out, open, close, knees, and down. Hopefully that's enough out. We're going to go straight into legs and straps. You can change your springs a little if you need to. Grab that ball. Oh, there it is. Grab the ball. Pop it in between your ankles. Press out. And we're just going to lift up and lower down. So you want to hold the ball with your ankles. And it is a little bit wiggly. You can always progress this to a magic circle. It's a little bit tricky again, or a yoga block. That can be hard as well. So we're just going to go for another 5. And 4, keeping your hips down on the carriage. Work both ways on the straps. You're controlling, you're not just letting the straps pull your legs back up. Let's go 1 more. holding it, well, not holding it, holding it at 45. You're going to keep your feet parallel. We're just going to bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. And if you watched Romper Room, you would then say, reach for the stars. That's what I used to sing. Two more. And then last one, make it a little trickier. We're going to turn the toes out. So the ball's now holding in our heels. And you're doing like a little frog, but you're holding that ball with less surface area. Pressing out and in. Out and in. Let's go for 4 and 3, 2, and then last one. Press it all the way in. We're going to take the ball out. We're going to do some low openings. So pressing it out, still 45 degrees. You're going to open and then close. And open, fixing up my leggings, and close. And open and close. Heels are kissing. So you're pulling those legs together, controlling them out to the outside though. They're not just pulling out to the outside. Last one. Put it together. We're doing one frog, one long leg, so it's like a stag. Out, press it in, and switch. Oh, no, didn't hit the window. So one bent leg, one long leg, like Peter Pan, you're flying through the sky. Or you can think one opening leg and one frog leg. And we'll go for 4 and 3 and 2. And last one, hopefully you're even. If you're not even, do one more, and otherwise coming up to circles. So open around and then come together. So coming up, opening and back together. So just as big as it feels all right for your hips. We'll go 2 more this direction. And then we'll reverse it. So you're going to come down and around. Down and around. Let's go for another 2 more. And then last one. And then coming all the way up. And then just opening out to the side and having a bit of stretch. You can pull onto the straps if you need to. You can readjust where your feet are. You can let them come closer. Have a little bit of a stretch. Before we take our feet out of our straps, we're going to do some short spine. So you're going to bring those legs back together. So heels are touching, toes are turned out like our frog. You're going to lift your legs up so they come over your hips. Let the straps pull them and let your feet go. Oh, my hamstrings are tight. Let your feet come over towards your head and try and let your feet come in till the carriage, clunk, stop just there. And then curling up. Lowering the headrest, which I forgot, curling up, knees come down, and then rolling down, feet pressed out. So you do it again. You let the legs come over your face, let your feet come till your carriage closes, then you lift up from your tummy, scoop your belly, bring your knees towards you as you're still scooping, roll yourself down, and then press your feet out. Let's go for 3 more. Over, close the carriage, scoop up, use your belly. Keep scooping through your belly as your knees come down. You roll your back down, and then your feet come out. 2 more. Over your head. All right, my hamstrings are getting better each time. Lifting up, bending down, rolling down, feet come down. Last one. Over your head. Oh, okay. Bending up, scooping up there. Here, let's do 3 frogs. So 1, 2, and then 3. Oops, we're going to do 4 because we're going to come down. And then roll down. Bring the feet out. And then come in. Oh, let's do a walk. So you just bend one leg, let one leg come long, so it stretches out through the back of the, leg, and then switch. And then get the other stretch. So you're bending one knee towards you, one leg is going long, and the strap is pulling on the top leg, so you do get that stretch. So one more each side. It's like kind of prancing in the straps, except you're moving your feet really far away from each other rather than keeping them in the same spot. So it's kind of the same, but same but not. And then let that one pull as well. Taking them off, slowly coming in, hands come down. Now, this one isn't a hugely long video, just trying to do some cool, a few little bits that you might like. So we'll do some arms facing backwards, and then some quick side arms and side legs if we have time. I would do one rep. You can go a little bit heavier if you need to. I want a drink. That will take time. So, I recommend, I'm getting a drink. I recommend getting that platform out of the way. We are going to do our lunging legs with our, with our chest expansion arms. Oh, that's better. So, one foot on the headrest. Now you can have your hands in the straps, hands holding the knots for the right strap if you want to make it harder. You could add a yellow, make it a red and a yellow. I wouldn't go too heavy because you really want that, I'm going a little bit wider, that front quad and the bottom leg also, which stabilizes to work. Nice and tall, lift out of those hips, pressing back, coming in. So you're controlling it. And we're just going to go for 7 and 6 and 5, and that's the other one, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to flip those hands up if you've got them in the straps. Bicep curl. Keep pressing down with that front foot as you're doing all of this. Let's go for 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one. This one's tricky. It's called Egyptian's Arms. Think the Bengal song, Walk Like an Egyptian. So it goes over your elbows, elbows around in front. Pull those elbows back, control them in. Now keep pressing through that shin, through that front foot, looking straight ahead, tummy is switched on to keep you nice and still and stable and not wobbly. Let's go for 3 and 2 and last one. All you're going to do is slide those off, put your hands just onto the shoulder rest to change legs. Oh, my toe is getting cranky. So again, you can hold on a bit further up the straps or pop your hands in the glutes. Lifting tall out of those hips, pressing back. Perfect. So you're just lifting and pressing. Let's go for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn those palms up, pie in the face. Extend it out. Again, control the way out just as much as you're controlling the way in. The way out is almost more important. It's that eccentric contraction. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Egyptian arms over the elbows. Elbows out in front. Peel those elbows back. Control them forward. Peel them back. Control them forward. I'm using the big loops over my elbows. See how you go. The little loops will make it stronger if they do, or they might be a little bit tight. So see how you go. We'll do 2 more. And last one. And then coming all the way in. Now, hands come down onto the shoulder rest while you put that knee down. To make it a little bit harder, I'm hooking my toes onto the back rather than having my knees against the shoulder rest. We're just going to do some twisting. Holding on to roughly the knots or the top of the straps, you're going to pull one elbow towards you, control it back. Pull one elbow and back. So you're just getting a nice little twist through the torso, activating through the shoulders. Think about pulling with the triceps. We'll go for 4. Keep your tummy switched on. 3, 2, last one. Ease yourself in, pop those straps down. Let's do some side legs. So one red is what I've got on. You could do a red and a blue. I'm going to leave my foot bar up. You can drop it down 1 if you need to. You can do a red and a blue, or you can do a blue or a red. If it's a blue, it's light. This stabilizing leg has to work more and your balance. If it's a red, it's a medium. You're doing a bit of balance and a bit of strength. If you're doing a red and a blue, this leg is working more because it's harder to push. It's a little bit easier to balance because it's heavier. So see how you feel. Hands behind your head, pressing out and coming in. So notice I haven't got my knees against the shoulder rest. You could try, but you'd have to have really long legs. You can bring it in closer. The closer you bring it in, the further you've got to push this out. You can have a box here if you want to. So you put the box over the shoulder rest in between the pegs so it's nice and locked in, and then you can have your knee leaning against that just to give you a bit more stability if you're feeling a bit wobbly, and then you can always put a hand on it as well if you need to. Let's go for 3 more of these. You can drop the foot bar if this angle is too strong on your leg. It'll make it a little bit lower. And last one, this time we're going to add a twist just for some fun. So you're going to twist, look at your foot, twist back towards the camera. Look at the foot, well, not the camera, the computer, the phone, the iPad, whatever you're using. Look, foot, look at that. So you're just getting a nice twist. Let's go for 3 and 2. Last one. How are you feeling? Hopefully okay. Let's change that by doing some inner thigh. If you have inner thighs of steel and ride horses a lot, you might be able to do a red. I can do a blue. You might not be able to do a blue. You might want to do a yellow. If it's a yellow, just do remember it's very light. It will move easily. It will be easier, but the carriage could get away from you. Matador arms. So we're going to have our foot going along the railings. You're going to bring your ankle or your heel towards your knee. So I can set out a little bit further with my leg. There we go. Heel to knee. You're going to be feeling it mostly here. Mostly. Depending on the strength of what you're pulling, depending on how your inner thighs are feeling. And we're going to go for 4. If you feel like you're not quite a red, but a blue's a bit too easy, you could try blue and a yellow. 2. Last one, hold it in there. Eek. Dip that knee out, squeeze that knee in. Let the knee go out, squeeze it in. Let's go for 5 and 4 and 3. I should have put the fan on. And 2 and 1. Oh. Ouch. Alrighty. Let's do some side arms. Now, you can do this in a high kneel. I've got a blue. I'm going to switch to a yellow just to make sure I do it properly. I don't have the best shoulders. They're a bit dislocated. But then I can do it in a high kneel. Possibly. So let's see. So you can be up high kneeling. You can be low kneeling. You can be cross-legged. You can be sitting on a box. Okay, sitting on a box is quite stable, and so is cross-legged. See how you feel. So is low. Anytime you're feeling wobbly, sit back down. If it's feeling too hard on your shoulder, sit down. It'll get immediately easier. So we're going to start with a punch. You're punching across, controlling it in. Punching across, controlling it in. Let's go for 5 and 4, and 3, 2. Try and just twist from the waist, keep hips where they are. Last one. We're going to switch to some rotator cuff. You want your arm quite still. We're just going to open the book and close the book. Open the book and close the book. You don't want the elbow fully stuck in your waist. Think about maybe your hands could be there, and then but it's staying in that position. It's not quite sticking quite into your waist. It's just, you can always keep your hand there just to feel it, if that helps. And we'll go for 3. Yellow was a good choice. 2. But you might be able to do stronger. And last one. This one is sliding up the wall. So your hand goes in the loop, big or little. You think about running your forearm up against the wall. So you're just going to reach up and come down. And reach up and come down. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, 2 exercises to go. We're going to do draw a sword. You've got a sword, think 3 musketeers. You've got the sword sheath thing on your thigh. Elbow, backhand, back to elbow, sword comes down. So you're elbowing, backhand, elbow, sword. Elbow, backhand, elbow, sword. Elbow, backhand, elbow, sword. Keep going. Elbow, backhand, elbow, sword. So it's an elbow, backhand, elbow, sword. Last one. Elbow, backhand, elbow, sword. Last exercise. You're going to move your knees a little bit further away from the shoulder rest. Hand comes down on the shoulder rest. If you haven't got dodgy shoulders, you're going to pop your hand above your head. Palm is kind of facing up. You're going to press up and control it down. It is triceps. It is strong. You're trying to also stick, while you're doing it, this side of the body out. It's called semaphore. You look like semaphore, which is a comma thing, punctuation mark. So you're sticking out your hips. You're trying to really make that side of the body long at the same time as doing these triceps. Let's go for 2 more. I hate them. And last one. So I can only do it on the yellow. And then come all the way in. All right, over to the other side. So back to our legs. I'm doing my 1 red. I'm facing away from you, so excuse my back. Set yourself up, hands on your head, and you're just pressing out and in. This side shouldn't take as long because we already know what we need to do. We know what spring changes we want. And we're going to go for another 6, just pressing out. And 5, and 4, 3, 2, last one. Add that twist. Control it in. Twist, control. How are we going for time? Twist, control. Let's go for 5 and 4. Try and keep your hips moving over that bottom leg so it doesn't kick out first as well. 2 and last one. All the way in. This is where you can make it a bit lighter. We'll do our inner thighs, Matador type thing. So we're going to go stepping that leg out. Foot goes alongside the rail. Your hands are in your matador and you're squeezing your knee to your heel. Knee to heel. Let's go. 4, 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold it in. Knee goes out, squeeze it in. Knee goes out, squeeze it in. So it's a little pulse. We'll go 4, 3, 2, last one, all the way in. All right, side arms. I'll talk you through it because it's a bit too hard to do on the other side. So we're going to start with our punch. So you're punching and then controlling it in. And punching and controlling it in. Keep going. Let's go for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Just a punch. 2 and last one. We're going to go to our rotator cuff. So again, I've got to look away, it's so heavy. You're just opening that book and closing it. If you want to keep your hand just under your waist, you'll be able to keep a good idea of where that elbow is without sort of it flaring out too much and also without it pressing into your side too much. So you'll be able to kind of work out how to get it. You want to feel it in the shoulder. It depends how heavy you've got it to how much you feel it, and if you're high kneeling and on a heavy spring, it'll be harder again. Go one more. And then coming in, we're switching hands again, back to your first hand closest to the strap, reaching up to the ceiling, controlling it down. Reaching it up, controlling it down. So we're going for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and then last one, and then we're doing our draw a sword. So you've got your hands towards your hip, elbow, open. So backhand, elbow, and then back down. Elbow, backhand, elbow, and down. 3, 4, 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. We have semaphore. So you are on your high knees, pressing up, hand to roof, pressing that hip out. Let's go for 6 and 5 and 4. This arm's not happy with me. Keep going. 3, 2, and last one. We're going to change our springs to planks. So you can do one red. If it feels too light, you can try a red and a yellow, or even a red and a blue for more supportiveness. It will work your arms more, but it'll be more supportive in your stomach. Lighter you go, it's going to be harder to work. So we're going to do planks with hands on the foot bar. If that doesn't work for your wrists or your hands, you can take the platform off. You can turn around. You have your toes on the wooden part, and then you've just got your hands down in prayer position. So hands are on the headrest, elbows are pressing out nice and wide, so you've got like nice space to support. So you can do those ones, or you can do standing ones. Your choice. We're going to start with heels against the shoulder rest, and you're just resting it out, and then drawing it back in. So if you're on your elbows, same thing. Pike to plank. Pike to plank. Let's go for 5. And then smashing out your rest. 4, 3, 2, and then last one, hold it out, knees come in, knees press away, knee comes in, press away. Same if you're on your forearms. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it out in your plank. Now you're in an arrow, you're shooting arrow. You're going to press away and then control it in. And press away and control it in. Let's go for 4. If you're on your elbows, you're just pressing the bed away, keeping still. And 2. And last one. All the way in. Now, you can turn around and do this with the foot bar. It's not too strong on your wrist. If you don't like it, go for another round of planks on your elbows and do piked planks. So we're going to do elephant if you're standing like me. With heels down, you want to keep your heels down at all points. They're not up against the shoulder rest, they're flat on the carriage. You're going to round your back up. So see how I pull my stomach up to round my back up. Keep it in that position. It's like a cat. Keep it there. And then press the heels away and pull them back in. But you're keeping your stomach lifted, scooping away from the bed. Somebody's got a hot poker and they're trying to poke your tummy and you're lifting it away. And we're going to go for 4. Your arms do not move. 3. Your body does not move. It's just your legs. 2. Keep scooping. Last one, I added 1. And then coming in. Let's come down to our knees. We're just going to do a front sort of kneeling lunge. So you're going to pop one foot up. If you need to lower the foot bar, you can drop it down one. If it's too high and your knee's in your face and you don't like it. And then you're just going to let your knee go out first. So you get a nice hip flexor stretch down through the front of the hip. And then once that's feeling nice, press it out. And then coming back in. You can always take your hands off the foot bar if you want to and control it out and in. Just make sure you're feeling safe and not too wobbly. Otherwise, just hold on. I like holding on. In kneeling lunges anyway, I like holding on. Last one. And coming in. You're going to switch. Up, foot up. That's it. Now, before we press out with the top leg, we're going to let that knee go back. Open up through those hips. And then press out. And come in. And press out. And come in. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and then last one. All the way in. Let's do a mermaid. So if you wanted to add some more legs, you still got that going. Feel free to do some scooter. Otherwise, we'll do a quick mermaid. So also still on red spring. You're just going to press out and reach over. And then come in, hand comes down, and reach over the other way. So you're just getting a little bit of movement through the side of your body. We're going to do one more just like this. And reaching the opposite direction. And before we switch sides, we're just going to do a Cleopatra. So you're going to stack your knees like you're riding side saddle or you are Cleopatra. And you've got your one hand on the foot bar. The other hand is going to come across and just hold onto the top part of the carriage. And you're just going to press out, sink down. So you get a nice stretch sinking down. As you come in, pull up through that bottom arm and lift away from the carriage. So you get a bit more of a stronger stretch. And press out and pull in. And press out and pull in. And let's turn it around the other side. So you're going to sit in your sit position, shins against shoulder rest, hand on the foot bar, press out, reach over. As you come in, hand comes down, and then you're going to reach towards the back. So one more just like that. Pressing out, reaching over. As you come in, hand comes down, reach towards the back. And then we're going to go into our Cleopatra, the side saddle-ish. You're going to pop your other hand onto the front of the thing. Carriage, press away. Sorry, it's late and my brain doesn't remember words. Oh, that's so tight. And press it out. And pull it. Oh, let's do one more because that feels nice on me. Hopefully it's giving you a good stretch too. Oh. Okay, and that's it. It's only 48 minutes of work, so it's not too much. You can always add little bits and pieces in if you want to, and some extra legs at the end. Otherwise, I'll try and get a couple more videos out. Now I've got an actual room with a door, and I could film a couple more things. So yeah, I hope you're all well, and I'll see you soon.